Hi, and I've been watching an anime recently called That Rent a Girlfriend. I said in my last video I'd check it out, and boy, there is mommy. Mommy is just one fine, one fine female dog. Besides that point, um, so actually, I'm not even like normally I said I was going to talk about manga, but today I have a problem. The entire title of the show, Rent a Girlfriend, the entire business person we're never going to meet. I don't know, I haven't read the manga, and I said I'm normally going to read the manga, but today's different. It's a flawed system. I said it. It's a flawed system. And I'm actually going to be going off a video that Sea Dog VA, or Connor, many of you may have know of him, did when he would act as a host. Whatever those places are called. So I'm taking a lot of my information from him, and I'm going to apply it to how I think and how actually should the system should be run. So the point of the entire premise is you have a wide Fiverr selection of girls waiting at either the same price or different prices depending on the thing. And this is the manga could have touched a bit more, but I'm too lazy to do actually a bit more research. And I'm positive the manga didn't touch up on it that much, just of a how. Well, I guess they could have. I'm not sure. But you pay a certain amount of money from what one girl charges, and obviously the company that's running it gets a bit more. But so we have Chizuru, or I'm just gonna call her that, who's charging $50 per hour plus extension fees if what you don't pay for is there what you say you're going to pay for ends up not being that because you got overtime. But what was so good about the hostess thing is that everything was super expensive. And it's you're racking up say you go on normally say a 2 hour date, just a restaurant. I'm going to say hour and 30 minutes or less, but I'm just going to charge up $100. That's fine. But we have the problem. Chizuru says that she has shown people to her parents. She has probably even showed the clients have showed her off to their parents and probably show off to their friends. So the one problem those stories already having is like her not being practically at work nearly as much as she should be for being one of the top rated clients. But I'm actually going to get into the system. Depending on how the girl's rated, I believe Chizuru should be at the highest price of 50 plus. But what I liked about the host bar, was everything was super expensive, in which it would make sense. It would be super expensive. But if you're racking up, let's just say the first date that Kazuya went on with Chizuru was to an aquarium, and before that to a restaurant. I'm going to give that a 4 hour time rating. I'm just going to say it's $200 plus the restaurant bill, which could have been $50 plus. It's $450 1 week. That is like literally a college student's paycheck, approximately. Probably even a little less. That's probably quite a bit less. So you already have that problem. And I think it's that same thing with the host bar and the hostess bar. You want to keep getting them to come back. You need them to come back. So you're going to actually have to fork over. Maybe you're going to have to pay for a couple hours. You're obviously not going to get them to do it all. But for some of your new clients and clients you feel like you can get the upper edge on for them to keep coming back to you, you're going to feel like you're going to need to at least pay half of it or pay most of it on the first date so that they will come back. They don't feel like they spent that much. So you're going to actually feel like their waifu, and then they're just going to throw a bunch of money at you after you feel that you're a good person, after you feel like you're a good rental girlfriend. But first episode, it did not how the system worked. It didn't feel like that. I think many idols, actually agencies have a rule that you can't be in a relationship, and I think it's kind of good that they did have a guideline between no dating policy and like no actual dating clients. Although I do find that kind of weird in some cases, but I fully understand that for the other part. The other thing I don't understand is I said that before. Um, but I'm gonna continue something else before I continue that. It's only been the third episode since the thing started, so you really haven't got a chance to learn like more about the system if the system improves itself in a way. But besides that point, the direction the show is going, it's not doing that. It's more going to be of a rom com than anywhere getting close to that business than saying, hey, you're with me today and you have to pay up. But when you think about it, she's a college student. I have another problem with that. She already has school, let's just say, 3 or less times a week. And you can't necessarily with all that work. You're sometimes even working on your days off, and then you have to balance. Okay, so it's just a weekend thing. But if it was just a weekend thing, how would you be at top rated client? Because I'm not sure how long she's been doing it. If she's a first year in college, I'm only guessing she's been there for a little bit of time, a year or less. So for her to be that high, I'm already going to say it's unlikely. But besides that, back to the system. Yes. So as I suggested, the price is actually pretty good. The girlfriend is going to have to pay for stuff just to get reoccurring clients back because you don't want to jack up prices. And people with a lot of money, I'm sure they don't need that, and that's another problem. The social demographic for people who are getting this is more loners, people who don't have many friends, people who probably don't have that much money either to either have a I'm not saying you need money to have a quality relationship, but to make sure the other one person isn't doing so much more than the other, unless you have a yandere or like a trashy um, anime waifu. So yeah, the social demographic isn't there at all. So the price, sure, it does seem like a reasonable price. I can say it doesn't necessarily fit. What I can say is that there is two other girls, the red-haired girl and the blue-haired girl, or light red and dark blue, that have yet to appear. So, I could easily just do quick little Google search to find out whether they're part of going to be the show through the rental girlfriend system. But honestly, the thing is, I don't feel like they are going to be because why would he go back to the system unless something goes down? I feel like he's going to meet them, and Mommy, which I actually find is a weird name, is going to stick as a dog no one likes, but she just acts like a cute princess. Even I got to admit. Why was she wearing the um United States bikini? Like she's in Japan. Why wear a USA bikini? I'm not going to ask why. Maybe it was like there's no holiday that. Well, in Independence Day for America, we're celebrating July 4th for you, America. Good, yeah. It's not even our country. I mean, if they probably wouldn't be going on the beach that day. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm technically they could have. Point is, why was she wearing that swimsuit? So I'm just gonna do. So yeah, everything I have wrong with it is the social demographic for it. Definitely people who don't have a lot of money, and people who are more like yes, but those people who don't have enough money are normally likely to spend time more because they are loners. Um, Prices, although reasonable, but the social demographic it's trying to hit is not there. Um, yeah, the way the client has to pay everything, it's not good for business, and I can say that with a fact, especially with the social demographic. None of it's actually good. Like the business is flawed and it's kind of bad, but I guess it's a show. That's going to be the small part of the show, so I really can't complain other than that. Yeah, that's really everything I have bad with flawed system and a bit of recapping from the show. I guess I could read the manga. I'm not sure if I want to read the manga. Wait, I believe it is based on. Yeah, it was based on a manga. So yeah. I guess I'll see you next time, whatever my next show is. I want to watch God of High School. I'm definitely gonna watch Fire Force season 2. So until then, I've got nothing for now. I guess I'll see who's ever back. Bye.